Today is Wednesday, and I did not go to work today. I didn't have to go to work today. 2 days ago, on Monday, March 16th, I went to work just like normal in the morning. Everything was fine until the first 3 hours was over. So around like 3 p.m. in the afternoon, my manager suddenly came up to me and told me that we have to shut the place down. Everybody is going home because of the coronavirus. And I was like, what's going on? What happened was apparently San Francisco and 6 other counties in the Bay Area declared a shutdown, which basically means we're gonna limit the gathering of large crowds to prevent the spread of the virus. The result of that is companies will require people to work from home. And in my case, my job is the type of job that I actually have to be in the store. So I am pretty much suspended from work. In fact, everybody's suspended from work for the next 3 weeks until the 7th of April. My reaction was like, okay, all right. So what's gonna happen then? Well, I don't even know. I had the feeling that it might eventually come down to this. It's just, it was still kind of daunting that it actually happened. Now I'm sitting at home thinking to myself what I'm supposed to do as I stare at the ceiling half the time. But you know what? It might be a good thing. Now I can actually spend my time better thinking about stuff that are more productive, like what's the purpose of life? Jokes aside though, I was thinking to myself, why not just make a vlog about this? Might as well record the things that are happening around me. So, you know, might as well be something useful. Noticed, I actually am kind of bummed out by the fact that I'm actually gonna be staying at home the entire time and not gonna be working. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I love my job so much that I want to go to work every day. It's more like I find fulfillment in working. So now that I'm sitting at home every day, I feel like I'm missing out on something. I think what the government is trying to do is they want to limit the amount of social interaction, physical interaction between people as much as possible to limit the spread of the virus, which was what actually happened in Wuhan about a month ago when the virus started. They basically blocked the city in and out. Nobody can come in, nobody can go out. They basically just locked the city down. Right now, it's something similar to that happening in San Francisco, but not on a strict scale. Interesting fact, I actually went to Safeway yesterday to pick up some groceries. I could have filmed what happened in Safeway, but you know, I wasn't in the mood of filming when you're trying to pick up a few ingredients that might or might not run out because everybody is just getting everything. And it's not really what I pictured an apocalypse will look like. It's more like a surplus of tourists coming into your local grocery store and there's not enough supplies for it. It's just there's long lines and some of the key ingredients, the kind of ingredients that you would use in everyday cooking are running out, like garlics and onions. I wasn't able to find any garlic anywhere, and I don't even know what to say, to be honest. I'm not quite afraid of the situation. I think I'm more bothered by the fact that ingredients for cooking are running out. That's why I actually stocked up my fridge like just 2 days ago. I went to the supermarket. I bought like 12 days worth of food, which is still not enough. I might have to go grab some more groceries a week from now. I wasn't afraid of like leaving the house. What I am concerned about is not being able to get the food that I want to buy when I need to go to the grocery, so I buy them in advance. Oh, and one more interesting thing. I received this from my mom in China today. I'm sure you guys know what this is. It's face mask. Yes, it's not the other way around. I'm not sending any face masks to my mom. The situation in China is actually stabilized. So what's happening right now is that the US is probably gonna have its spread of virus, and basically the situations is turn around where like my parents are actually sending me face masks because I will not be able to get any if I were to go to any pharmacies right now because they're all sold out. And speaking of which, I should actually go get my laundry. So it is after 8 o'clock over here now, so I'm gonna be cooking dinner soon. I'm not going to be including that in my video this time. If you guys want to watch me cook, leave a comment below. I'll probably include that next time. But the garage is small and I don't have like another table in there, so it's gonna be hard for me to change the camera angle and everything. And also, I don't want to touch my phone with my oily hands when I'm cooking. I have one last story to share with you guys. It was something that I actually read last night about this Chinese lady that lived in Massachusetts, and she was flying back to China from Los Angeles to Beijing, and she was actually sick, possibly from the coronavirus. She had like a 39 degrees Celsius fever, but she hid that fact, insisted on getting on that flight, risking the life of everybody that was on board just to get back home to China to self-quarantine. When I was reading it, I was kind of infuriated because it was extremely selfish and irresponsible to start with. And second of all, her son and her husband were on the same flight, but she insisted on switching seats with someone else so that she can sit further away from them so that whoever's around gets infected is not her family. And I was like, that is really, really selfish, because she basically didn't really care about anyone else's life on board. I think what brings the most fear in me is not the virus itself, but more like the people that acts stupid or had the bad intentions. So if you are already infected and you are not self-quarantining, you're intentionally engaging with physical contact with other people to try to infect other people, then that's really bad. And I think that's what I fear the most. Because of this virus and my work being suspended, I am going to be exhausting my paid time off and my sick leave. So once those hours are exhausted, I could probably apply for like an employment insurance or something like that. That's gonna probably give me half the salary that I would be making, but I don't know if I will be able to sustain over here. So depending on the situation in San Francisco, whether this shutdown extends beyond the 7th of April, I might or might not just go back home to China, because it's probably better that way since I won't be able to sustain out here. In the meantime though, I'll probably just hang around and see what's going to happen, because I don't want to give up my position over here. I plan to originally stay until the end of June, and I want to keep it that way. And I don't really like having my plans disturbed just because of factors I can't control, but I want to keep it the way it is as much as possible. My final message to you all is definitely wash your hands, wear a face mask when you interact with others, when you go out, let's hope this virus thing ends as soon as possible. We can all go back to our lives and live normally. Hopefully this is not going to cause any more casualties than it already has. So definitely stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.